to the Catholic Church, Father Airo, the family of Beast Elvis, Mama Rose, the sister, the brothers, the spouse to Elvis, and the extended family, the bigger family of Technical University of Mombasa, the Vice Chancellor, students, fellow mourners, all the leaders led by His Excellency the Governor of Mombasa County. Good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bishop and the clergy, thank you for the honor that you have given us. You have allowed us, even after the service, to speak about our friend, our dear departed colleague, Elvis. And because of that honor, I won't be long in my speech, because we'll still have another opportunity to speak when we take the body back to the village in Kisumu County. First, I just want to again convey my condolences to the family of Elvis, and also to pass the condolences of my minister, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, and many, many other leaders we serve with under the administration of President Ruto, including the president himself, whose condolences have already been conveyed by my colleague, P.S. Fikirini. I look at Beast, his age, and the many times we got to talk and discuss a number of issues, and I'm really, really pained. I knew Beast in 2024, actually through the two gentlemen that were here before. That is Victor Marende and Fred. And I knew him at a time when we were having a lot of challenges, particularly with the young people. A matter that was later on hijacked by other leaders. But through that connection, we worked closely together with Beast. And many, many student leaders, a majority of them were here. And I know that there are so many of them who would have also wished to be here, but I expect that they will be with the rest of us in Kisumu. And through that connection, we were able to have very solid and progressive discussions with the student leadership of this country. I remember sharing with them my experience and our experience as students many, many years ago. And I told them that what you guys are doing now, just for record purposes, is not new. We have been here before. There were people who were there before us. I remember mentioning to them people like Akina James Orengo, who were very vibrant, the firebrands of their days. Then, of course, our period, we did all manner of things. Some, I don't think the current crop of leaders have actually come close to. And I told them that youth is a very interesting phase of life. And it presents with you a lot of opportunities. And those opportunities, when you take them, life will reward you handsomely. If you fail to take advantage of those opportunities, life will equally punish you. And because most of us here, or most of you here are students, former comrades, some are actually students, led by my friend Obiero here. Please, as we go through the final rites for Beast, it's an opportunity for you to reflect, look at the life that he led, to a point that all of us have stopped everything else to come and celebrate him. I don't know the kind of leader, student leader you are today, the kind of comrade or student you are today. But you must remember that life presents a lot of opportunities. When you take advantage of those opportunities, life will reward you handsomely. When you fail to take advantage of those opportunities, life will equally punish you. So as we celebrate Elvis, as we condole with the family, as we remember the good deeds, let's never forget to take advantage of the opportunities that life presents to us. My last moment with Beast were quite memorable in the sense that as I left Nairobi to come to Mombasa on a Sunday, that was the day the World Cup was being played, finals, and I looked for Beast, like I would always do each time I was in Mombasa. And I asked him, where are you? Then he told me, Piers, we spoke the other day, I was in Nairobi, I'm still in Nairobi, but if there's anything you need me to help you with, just let me know. Then I said, don't worry. But then later on, after an hour, I asked him, where can I watch the finals? I'm in Mombasa. Then Beast told me, I think there's a good place at English Point. And he coordinated that. An hour later, he called and told me, Piers, I've managed to get a flight. I'm coming to watch the finals with you. And he came. We were together with a number of other student leaders. At the end of the finals, of course, he was supporting Spain like I was doing. Spain won. There was a lot of excitement and celebrations. And I left him when I was going to rest. Then the last message he sent me was around 2:20 in the morning, just appreciating the opportunity and the sharing we had. The following day, I did what brought me to Mombasa and left for Nairobi. Later on in the evening, some of those student leaders started calling me, including Victor. And I didn't pick initially. When I followed up, the message was heartbreaking, that Beast was no more. Beast, to me, was now like a son. And we had many, many ideas. And through him, many, many other friends. I made many other friends. And I am still positive that the things that we were doing with Beast, we will continue to push so that we make this country a better country. And one of the key things that Beast believed in was that each of us, irrespective of where we come from, it doesn't matter which corner of the country. Beast came from Kisumu County, but he ended up in Mombasa County. And even after his schooling, he continued to do his work to even support the different transformative government programs, particularly on matters of education. And this is what President Ruto stands for, that we're looking at a country that embraces everybody, a country that gives opportunity to every child, irrespective of your background, irrespective of what your family looks like, irrespective of your religion. And that is why the president reviewed the education system in terms of the funding for higher education. And even as we speak today, there is a bill in Parliament that will make it possible for every student admitted to any course to pursue the course that they've been admitted to, irrespective of whether their parents or families can be able to pay or not. And that is the country we want. And today, because we are an educational institution, because of the transformation that the president is leading in this country, even the amount of money that has been set aside for education, the teachers hired over the last 3 years, never happened in the history of this country. He came in, the budget for education of 500 billion, today it is almost 800 billion. Because education is the greatest equalizer that you can ever have. And that is why occasionally when we see a lot of agitation and excitement, and sometimes people ask why the agitation, it's because people were used to a lot of mediocrity over the years. And we have a president who is changing that, who is transforming that. And that becomes uncomfortable for most people. But we must do that for this country to progress, for us to have many, many beasts whom we can celebrate like we are doing today. Lastly, is to the family. It's very painful. You lost Elvis' dad last year. Now Elvis is gone. We will stand with you to the best we can, but most importantly, your God will not leave you. We will continue to pray for you, but never forget your God. Even when things look very gloomy, when it looks like there is no hope. So, asanteni sana. I want to also commend the leadership of Mombasa County. I want to appreciate our governor, Abdul Swamad, for all the support that you've given to this family and the ones that you've also committed to as you go through the last burial rites. I have been with the family. I will continue to stand with you. I have the contribution of my minister of 500,000 shillings and my contribution of 1 million to help in all the processes. Asanteni sana. Beast, rest in peace. We will miss you. Allow me to invite the governor from Mombasa to come and also convey his condolences before we get the program back to the church. Asanteni sana. Karibu, governor.
As the chair, I just want to confirm that 1.5 million of PS is already in the pay bill.
On the same note, Dan Omondi has sent 30,000. Wild Waters has given us